May it please the court, opposing counsel, members of the jury. All the symptoms were there, but Dr. Coulter failed to diagnose them. In just a short 90 minutes, an emergency room doctor successfully diagnosed and treated Beau Bridger with trichinosis, something that Dr. Coulter failed to do over the course of 3 long weeks. Even though Beau Bridger was continuously exhibiting key symptoms of this terrible illness. The truth is that Dr. Coulter wasn't paying attention. He missed this diagnosis. And as a result, my client is incapacitated, dealing every day with long-term brain and motor issues. Now, as my co-counsel explained earlier, tonight both sides have a burden. And the defense, well, they've failed to meet theirs. Because Dr. Coulter's office knew that Beau Bridger was eating raw meat. In fact, you heard the nurse practitioner testify to Beau herself raising the topics of raw meats during one of her office visits. You heard testimony regarding a phone call followed up by an email by Beau Bridger's father, specifically stating that Beau Bridger was eating raw meat. Now, in terms of our burden, for the entire 3 weeks that Beau Bridger was sick, all the symptoms were there, ready for Dr. Coulter to diagnose and treat at any moment, but he failed to do so. That, ladies and gentlemen, is negligence. That is Dr. Coulter breaching the standard of care. Now, in the beginning of tonight's trial, my co-counsel also asked you to pay close attention to the evidence presented. I'd like to review those points now. Tonight, you heard from Jamie Bridger, Beau Bridger's father, who testified to the 3 long weeks of her illness, the multiple incorrect treatments, and the key symptoms of trichinosis that were there. The intense muscle pain in her thigh, the swelling of the face and the eyes, and that high fever. He also testified to not only making a phone call, but in sending an email to Dr. Coulter's office, specifically stating that Beau Bridger was eating raw meat. You heard from Mary Lewis, who is an office manager. In fact, Mary Lewis is an employee of Dr. Coulter who is now testifying on behalf of the plaintiff. And even she was worried that Beau Bridger wasn't getting any better. Yet Dr. Coulter never sent her to see a specialist, missing yet another opportunity to diagnose her. Dr. Sylvan Hart from the emergency room testified how Beau suffered from intense leg pain as well as swelling of the face and the eyes. However, Dr. Coulter never completed a full physical examination on that muscle pain. Dr. Coulter never charted the swelling of the face and the eyes. Dr. Hart also testified how prednisone, a medication Beau was taking, is known to suppress fevers. However, Dr. Coulter, the doctor who's been prescribing her that medication for over a decade, failed to account for it when measuring her fever. Now, the defense, they just came before you. They told you what's missing matters, but the only thing that's missing is Dr. Coulter missing this diagnosis despite the symptoms being there. Members of the jury, Beau Bridger is incapacitated for life because of the negligence of Dr. Coulter. Which is why, as you go into that jury room to deliberate, we ask that you keep Beau Bridger at the forefront of your minds. Because she isn't able to be here and speak for herself, we ask that you be her voice. We respectfully ask that you return a verdict in favor of the plaintiff, Beau Bridger, finding Dr. Coulter's family medicine negligent. Thank you.